Hey crafty friends, it's Lynn QV and I'm playing with paper and glue. I'm bringing you another Tuesday thrift day, and this week it's books, books, books. So I went to the library and have made friends with the librarian in my little small town here, and she had put out a bunch of books for sale and I got some doozies. This one is Zen and Tonic. It's actually all about cocktails and full of recipes. So this one I might use for its real purpose, although I just love that cover with the beautiful gilded lettering and imagery. I also got the Wine Handbook, and this one is a binder. This one's definitely older. Has some good images. And here in California, you know, we have some pretty darn good wines. That was kind of cool. Noodle Mania, 50 playful pasta recipes. And then this just looked fun to me. All right. A Country House Companion. Just that alone is quite nice. Oh, parrot. So there's some beautiful illustrations and photographs in here. A little bit glossy, kind of semi-gloss, so not horrible, but that was pretty. Photocraft. Cool things to do with pictures you love. So in addition to some nice photographs, I thought there were some nice ideas. So sometimes I'm torn when I see a book I like. Do I like it for its use as a book or its use as parts? Real simple. I actually subscribe to this magazine, and this one is all about organizing your home. So again, some really nice home images. Martha Stewart, Simple Home Solutions. Some charts, photographs, and Edward Hopper. So this Edward Hopper's work was, I believe, the late 19th century into mid 20th century, I believe. So it looked really interesting. Most of the images are kind of big for what I usually do, but we shall see. Okay, I'm gonna put that stack. Oh, in addition to the books I purchased, I also got these Cooks Illustrated magazines. Now, my husband subscribes to this magazine, and the best part about it is the back cover. And it's always just gorgeous food illustrations. And you know, I don't dare take his apart. So, oops, sorry about that. So now I have freebies. Then I went to a barn sale, and I did receive this. It's a lightweight leather from 1913 graduation from a school of dentistry. So you've got the onion skin, and then the just yummy paper. The binding is interesting. So my thought on this is that it is going to stay complete and will go into a journal as it is. Now the Greg Speed Studies, this one's a little older than the previous one I had, but these pages are just gorgeous. And I've got a little tip here. This book will illustrate it quite nicely. I've heard several people say, you know, only take your book pages out of books where they're glued in, because then you don't end up with the, you know, the other half falling out. But I particularly like the books that are sewn in. I'm trying to find the, sometimes the problem though is finding the middle. Hold on a second here. Sometimes I have to go like this. There we go. There's the middle. Yeah, there's the string right there. So what I do, find the center where the thread is. Actually, wait a minute. Oh, it's okay. This is actually the center. All right. I put my hands together, squeeze, get as close to that center as possible, and then I just lift one at a time. This one was really just strange. Okay. And you'll hear them pop. And then, you know, I don't end up ripping them, because with the glued ones, I have a hard time getting them out. I've tried using a ruler and a, you know, sharp knife. That doesn't help either. But yeah. So these are, ooh, this is lovely. All right, let's set that one aside. Oops. This one, copyright 1894 and 1916. So this is obviously the 1916. And it had a lot of notes in it. So I don't know if it was a textbook of sorts, or what type of book it is. I don't speak French. I don't read French, so I'm just not sure, but lovely little book cover. This one, the Victor Book of Musical Fun. And this one is 1930. No, excuse me, 1945. 30 was the original. And it had some just funny illustrations. That kind of thick, coarse paper. And all this stuff seemed interesting. There are jokes and different things about music. Jokes about conductors. But he does sound better this way, and he's in the bathtub. Okay. Again, a really nice cover. The Sugar Creek Gang Goes Camping. Never heard of the Sugar Creek Gang. Let's see. For boys 8 to 14. This one's 1945. Oh, and it's from a Bible bookstore. Very, very nice paper. Windmills and Wooden Shoes. So this one was just kind of thrown in. Does have an old pocket from a library. The pages are a little rough. The illustrations are awesome. There's a lot of ripping and tearing in here. That's okay, because I'm going to rip and tear it some more. There's some songs, some poems, and the spine itself is shot, but the front and back covers are really nice. I mean, very worn. I'll have to do some work on them, but I thought it was cool. Science equipment. Here is your hobby. Science equipment. So this still has the label for the library number. Has a card in it. Most of the, actually I think all of the illustrations are black and white, and they're photographs, not illustrations. But it looks like they have some science experiments you can do at home, building your own science equipment. And also this baby book, Prenatal to 6 years. Marge, it looks like, yes, Marge from Elma, or I think it's Elma, November 1946. The first portion of the book is all about when you're pregnant and, you know, things you're going to do once you get the baby home and all that stuff. But then the last 5th or 6th of the book is where you record your experience with your baby. So Deborah Lee Sheridan, she was born on December 15th, 1946, and the mom wrote quite a number of things. The birth announcement is here. Little notes, illnesses, some actual pictures. Easter 1950. So I do personally have my own baby book. I was born in 57, so 11 years after this gal Debbie. So I thought that was pretty cool. And finally, not vintage at all. This one is Hamilton. And I'm just going to move these guys. The binding on this is beautiful. This has an interesting texture. This is embossed. So I guess it's the entire play. Yeah, so it's got the oh shoot, I can't think of what you call that. The dialogue, I can't think of what you call it for a play. But, and then it's got the side notes, lots of pictures, some behind the scenes stories, and it's, oh, beautiful edging on these pages. And the deckled edge, nice. I don't think you can see it in my trying to show it to you while I hold this. Yeah, I don't. Anyway, so there's that. And finally, Aragon's Guide to Alagasia. I don't know if that's from some books or movie or what it's from, but it's beautiful. And it's got some little fold outs. Beautiful illustrations. Maps. Yeah, it's gorgeous. Lots of stuff going on here. Look at that dragon. Oh my goodness. Dragon wings. So it's, I see the shiny, glittery. Wow. I don't know how I'll use it yet. It's so gorgeous on its own. I don't know how I could improve on it, but wow, very interesting. So I think that is all for me today. Like I said, books, books, books. Don't buy any more books, Lynn. So hey, thanks for stopping by, and come again while we're playing with paper and glue.